Good morning, 9 a.m. on Friday, December 8th, 2023. I have my audio indicator is present. Got my cell phone nagging me about something. There is some audio confirmations, real time. I have email and I have channel comments to start the show with, beginning with email from Danielle Emberly. In regards to what we were talking recently with her about, she says, for those not familiar with the Western digital portable HDDs, the attached information sheet may help. The most recent one purchased is the 5 terabyte black model listed on the data sheet. They are designed to be used with all operating power being sourced from the USB connection. I'm having dropped frames again. I did not have troubles with, buffering. Buffer City. Look at that, and it's going back, and Stats for Nerds shows me what? Live latency, there's buffer health is showing 5 seconds. That looks good. Live latency says 0. I'm not live currently. I'm blurred out because I'm down to 144p, changing to 1080. I'll try clicking live, see if I can get right up to the live. And it bounced back. See there, it's bouncing back. It's trying to catch up and then it's not catching up. Let's go try a speed test. Yesterday I tried a speed test after the show was over and it worked fine. That's a little bit, that's shy. Should be around 20 to 25 megabits per second upload. So yeah, I have upload problemos. Now let's see, drop frames still increasing, climbing. 47% drop frames. Watch this down here. The drop frames number is increasing and the drop frames percentage, 48%. Almost half of my frames are being dropped. Are you kidding me right now? Long Dog says he had a commercial to put up with, 2 commercials. Look at those numbers, 46% drop frames and continuing. What's a boy gonna do? Are we having anything worthwhile here? Ay, caramba. This time of the morning, maybe this particular time of the morning is a problem. Maybe my neighborhood is having trouble. Let's see, what's this? Error, YouTube is not something. Open Studio. Now it brings me in the studio. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers, something or other. Oh, I see it pop up a little gray frame underneath. Viewers will experience buffering. Well, that's what we call life experience, right? 48% buffering. Ay, caramba, what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Is there anything I can do to kick it in the side? Kick it in the seat of the pants? Hardly even want to go and talk about Danielle's issue any further. I'm going to bring up chat room directly. We're just stalling here. Stall City. Tim Sales says, good morning, everyone. Don't know how in the heck I'm up this early. Went to work at 3:30 a.m. in the morning, yesterday morning, I think he means, and then did another gig. I'm a sound engineer for a band now. Didn't get home until midnight. Really cool. Mixed everything with the tablet. Brian says, what did the little candle say to the big candle? I'm going out tonight. Alice says, hello. Tim says, oh, my tablet. Logs into a router, then I'll type in an IP address and mix everything that way, no app at all. So I'm guessing when he types in the IP address, it's the IP address of the mixer device or hardware, and he uses his tablet to mix the audio from that. Type in what IP address. Log into a router. Log into a router? To the router programming interface? That's a little weird. I think he means he connects to the Wi-Fi of a router and then types in an IP address, which is probably local IP address on the local network. Could be an internet address if there's an internet device that's actually controlling the audio locally. It's a band, not a DJ. So struggling a little bit to picture that. Carl J says, hello, Lawn Dog. Well, saying good one to Brian, actually. Lawn Dog, is Ken Stout live with us this morning? Kind of want to see how he's doing. Don't see Ken Stout live, so maybe he's not really live yet. Greetings all from Selden Ball with weather, Tim Sal weather, Lawn Dog weather, swim trunks. Good morning, everyone. Can't chat from YouTube on my phone, but can from my PC. Lawn Dog gives a swim report and trunks on. Danielle's here. Let's see, looking at drop frames, 44%. Still dropping like crazy. Oh, it's already, I see my redirect has already kicked over to Carrie's show. Am I not even broadcasting anymore? Ay, caramba. I got redirected to Carrie's show also. I guess I'm done. I have a stop streaming button. I'm not streaming. So stop talking, Doug. Jeff was able to restart my stream. Am I still streaming? Let's go see. I still see some chat messages coming in. I'll go back to my stream. Yeah, it's there. Still see you in a little box at the bottom right. Okay, so I just switched back to mine. There's Carrie's show doing the mirror thing. Eventually it should go back. I guess that is back to me. So if I go to my camera, that's what'll fix it. Yeah, still streaming. And 35% drop frames, 36% drop frames. Is it even worth it? Good golly, Miss Molly. I don't know. Buffering, yada, yada, chat. YouTube load system clock 9 o'clock. Bunch of notifications. Let's see if I go back and I have to actually come back. I can't refresh. If I refresh here, that's just refreshing on Carrie's show. I have to actually bring up my channel again, my live. That gets me back to my live stream again. Ay, caramba. There may be other reasons outside your abilities to repair, meaning YouTube itself and the pathway. Got a bunch of notifications at 9 o'clock. What if I try my show an hour earlier? Go straight from my Fortnite stream into Windows Daily. Danielle says the 5700G B550 build has now run for more than 48 hours without freezing, lockups, requiring manual force shutdowns. Installed the PCI USB 3.0 card late this morning. That's what she was telling us over here in the, I guess I don't even have her email still up, but that kind of summarizes what she was saying. I guess I could show her the card. She says she took a look at Device Manager, do not see any descriptive names, not clear how good the AMD designs at this point when it comes to USB drivers. Keyboard, mouse, APC, UPS are the only USB devices currently connected to that computer, and the computer's been stable for a day. At this point, I just want to watch the system for a few more days without plugging in or disconnecting USB devices, otherwise experimenting further. I do have a USB PCIe card delivered today, but we'll wait a few days before installing it, or maybe one day. For dialogue, I read indicated separate card resolved problems. So here's the card that she bought, and she actually installed this morning. I have a USB card similar to that. Let's see, FebSmart. I bet I bought a different one, but I'm not going to go look at that now. Let's go over to channel comments, because Wintermute pointing out something here about how to figure out which ports are CPU and which ports are the motherboard chipset. Hardware info can help break down the USB ports open without sensors. Do summary only. Drill down to the PCI bus to find chipset USB and CPU USB. Then plug something into each port and see what shows up. You have to do a refresh reload each time you plug something in. So, and it gives us a link here, hardwareinfo.com, hwinfo.com. I'll just copy that link address, put that into chat, hwinfo, and then I'm going to bring, that exceeds. That link won't work there. So just do hwinfo.com. YouTube put in a whole bunch of extra stuff. So hwinfo.com will get you to it. I'm just going to go straight to opening hwinfo to show that PCI info, I think is what he called it. So I'm pretty sure I have hwinfo. No, I don't have it there, but I have it automatically launching when I start the computer. Here it is. hwinfo, and open that up without sensors. And well, it's already open, so that's why it didn't. Oh, here it is. No, it did come up. This is sensors. We don't want sensors. We want the actual application. Let's see, login, start, configure sensors, save settings, and close. I don't want to close it. I want to get to the actual application. This is sensors. Let's try to just close that. So now try opening again, see if I can open without sensors. Looking, where is it? Is it around here somewhere? No, that's still sensors. I don't think this is what he wanted me to be in. And I see Wintermute put the link in as well. Let's get back and read this again. Drill down to the PCI bus. See, I'm always in the sensors area, and this is not what he's saying to be in. PCI bus. How can I get from here? Scan, update, repair drivers, manage network connections, reset values, logging, start, configure settings, close. How do I get out of here to just the base program? Okay, I'm going to close it. Well, that closed it from here as well. Hardware info 64. Is this the right app? Sure it is. Does Wintermute give me any clarification here? Are you unchecked? I'm not even getting to the point for sensors only. It's coming straight into here. I don't even get the screen for saying sensors only. Not give. Oh, how about configure sensors? Is there a startup tab here? Snap, minimize graphics sensors. Show tool tools. I bet there's something that I've done to make it always open as sensors only. Main settings. Show sensors on startup. Turn off that check mark, then go relaunch it. That sounds like a winner. Which screen is it going to come up on this time? Waiting. Here it is. No, that came straight into sensors again. Stop that. Main settings. Show sensors on startup. I remove that. Auto start. That's auto starting when I start Windows. Wake disabled sleep, reorder. Okay, here. No, this is all settings. This isn't the actual app itself. Oh, geez. Minimize graphs with sensors windows. Take that off. That's not what I need. Let's see, Jim has the impression YouTube's never actually made money. I thought they make money hand over fist. Main settings. Show system summary on startup. Maybe it's that. Minimize main window. No. Show welcome screen in progress. Doug just found it. You have to uncheck both boxes on startup, uncheck sensors and summary. Yes, but I'm not getting those boxes on startup. I know about those boxes. I'm not getting them on startup. And then go into that area that Wintermeat was saying about PC. Here we go. Here we go. So remove sensors only. Start. That's the first time I've seen that box. And it's because of that change that I recently made. So then what Wintermeat was saying, drill down to PCI bus, find chipsets. Okay, PCI bus. Bus, PCI bus. And then in here you should have Skylake would be my CPU, and then here's PCI bus. So then at some point we should be able to see what's connected to these. So these are Skylake, that would be CPU, and then Intel Kaby Lake, those would be the PCI. Somewhere in here we should be able to see what devices are connected, because I have so many devices connected. I'm just going down device class, device name. I'm sure I'm missing something here that you're all seeing. I'm looking to see where can I actually see my actual connected devices so that you can determine what devices are connected to USB ports that are from the CPU and which ones are from the chipset. And I'm looking for webcams to show up on this right-hand panel. Did I get to the right place that he said? Drill down to the PCI bus to find chipset USB and CPU USB. Yo, ports USB. Ah, maybe this. Yeah, Elgato, that's my Stream Deck, Logitech. So this is it. Down in this ports USB, and then Intel, that would be my CPU devices, I think. AS Media, I think, would be the chipset USB ports. Some of my USB ports are from PCI cards that are plugged in. I don't remember if I have one or two cards. But here's where we're seeing what devices are there. So I was in the wrong section up here on bus. Don't go to bus, go to ports and then USB. Plug in something to each port, see where it shows up. Let's see, drill down to PCI bus to find chipset. See, these say PCI bus up here, but I'm not seeing that correlation between devices plugged in. All right, back to chat. I'm down to 15% drop frames. Maybe I should set my start time later, half an hour later. I have a redirect set up for Carrie's Friday show. Kind of scanning through chat messages here. Do I have, yeah, I have that showing, right? Well, now wait a minute. Here's the system summary. Yeah, I think that's where we needed to be, not system summary, right? Okay, back to chat. Zoom in on chat. Thank you. A punk band. Is that what Tim's working for? Is a punk band? Let's see. Wintermute did not get redirected. Brian did not get redirected. Alice did not. Well, I'm glad I didn't say something, you know, out of an emotional reaction when I thought I was no longer streaming. Oystein, Carl J. Doug's computer switched to daylight savings time and started to link to Carrie's show. No, I figured what it was YouTube. We got that message on YouTube saying it was no longer receiving enough streaming data, and that's how YouTube decides that the show is over if my streaming software is no longer sending data. But some of you did not get redirected. That's interesting. I used Doug the back button at the top of the browser when it switched over to Carrie's channel. Again, I thought it was my Sheen if I leave the microphone on with Dragon sometimes. Hey, I had an issue with that this morning, Lawn Dog. I had Dragon still active when I was doing Fortnite, and Fortnite was giving me all kinds of trouble. And I saw this message saying, please repeat that. It's definitely a Dragon message, a little pop-up. And so then I went and shut down Dragon, and that fixed my Fortnite issue. So yeah, Dragon can interfere with other software. The machine will hiccup when it hears things. You get a lot of odd behavior. Because when I had just put the microphone to sleep, it's still listening to me. It's listening to me for the wake up command. So I had to actually exit it, or I could have clicked to turn the microphone off. This time is perfect. 13% redirect drop frames right now. Alice says, I think it's YouTube, not you. Is that when a romantic partner says, it's not you, it's me? Chances are done if you were to start the stream earlier, the same thing would occur at 9 o'clock when the system gets overloaded, meaning your internet service or your YouTube and Google pathways. Well, I did start at 9 o'clock. When I'm saying earlier, I'm saying 8 o'clock my time. But it seems to clear up a little bit at the half hour mark, get a little bit better. And then at 10 a.m. when I am typically checking to see if I still have internet troubles. It's in pretty good shape. Alice, I think YouTube as a company are losing money, hence why their servers are not as good as before, hence why they push ads onto people more and more. Well, let's just try a simple thing. Is YouTube a profitable company? Yes, YouTube is still profitable. According to YouTube, it boasts over 2.7 billion monthly logged in users. That's not profit. Each day viewers watch billions of hours. That's not profit. Are you looking ways to make money? YouTube, no secret, is incredibly lucrative. That's for the content creators are claiming. How much money does YouTube itself make? YouTube had a major slowdown in revenue generation, growing by 1.3%. It generated 29.2 billion in 2022, but that doesn't tell us a percentage over capital. So that's not enough. A percentage profit. No, we don't want to know how much it takes. That was my reminder to give a link for Ken Stout's show. So that doesn't answer that question for us. And YouTube's, of course, part of Google, and it's all works together to the end goal. But if you were to look at isn't it Goog? Isn't that their let's see, it's the stock ticker for Google. Alphabet. Yeah. So they're down 2.09%, and then so that's Alphabet is the company, right? Goog. And if we get to their financials, revenue 76 billion on, do they give us assets here? Operating income? No. Net income, so revenue 76 billion, net income 20 billion on revenue 76 billion. That's good. That's showing 41% net income off of that revenue. That sounds profitable. Net profit margin 25%. You can't say they're not profitable. That's Google. That's the parent company. That's not YouTube. YouTube financials. Financial statement. Financial statements, all basics in 8 minutes. That's a video. How did I find a company's financial report? Difference between them. I don't know if we'd be able to find a financial statement directly for YouTube. All right, enough of that. Soundcraft is the name of the PA system he uses. Yeah, I think YouTube makes money. Check both boxes. It's under bus 2, separated by chipset and CPU. Is that the one that I wound up at? Under bus. And so he said that there is CPU and chipset under here, but I didn't find my actual devices that are attached. As I click around these randomly, I don't see devices attached to those USB ports. Drill down here. Drill down more. AverMedia, that's my capture device. That's PCI, that's not a USB. This is an NVMe controller. So these aren't USB. So let me get back and see what it said. It's under bus 2, separated by chipset and CPU. Under bus. Yeah. Chipset and CPU. So I'm thinking Skylake is a CPU. Kaby Lake. Is that the chipset? But then where is USB? Am I dense? Don't answer that. That was a rhetorical question. You did not drill down far enough. Expand until you see USB and expand that. There's USB. Ah, there we go. There we go. So I had to go through the PCI bus 0 to get to that point, right? PCI bus 0, and then this is one of several that, oh, there's USB. So drill down into that USB. So in these down here, is there also one of these that says USB? Not there. None of those are expandable except that one. It's not USB. And none of these on the second level are USB. So just up here at PCI bus 0, we have USB here. So that's all from Kaby Lake. Isn't that, does that include chipset and, oh, no, somebody said they don't think my CPU has USB controller. I never got an answer on that, but this definitely shows the devices. All right, gotcha. Thank you. No need to change the time. Sometimes Carrie Shows does this year. Well, yeah, Carrie Show does it too, but I'm thinking the slow upload speeds can be caused, since I'm on Comcast. If a lot of people in my neighborhood are using upload speed at 9 a.m. for some reason because they do something, that could slow down my upload speed at that time. It's 80s rock that Tim was sound engineering for. Kind of makes sense on my AMD system. Need carefully when items to expand as you drill down through the tree. Didn't you have the 9 a.m. dropped frames problem a month or two? Yeah, last couple of days I had it. And then you considered starting later, but it cleared up after a few days. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It could be that some, I don't know, neighbors are doing something during a particular time, or it could be larger level Comcast in my region or something. Google has always made money, mostly from ads. YouTube is a part I believe loses money. Come on now, Tim Sal, don't hide your inner drive towards the dark side of music. We're all accepting you guys who like punk rock. YouTube reported 29.2 billion in revenue. Oh, the new comments that Dennis was talking about is called comments and ratings. It's just new words for the same thing as before. So if I go somewhere to make comments on a YouTube channel, what was the pirate software pirate? Is that what that's what it was called? Software pirate. Pirate software. Yeah. If I go to one of his prior videos, that was 3 days ago, and make a comment. Are you saying there's something new there about making comments? Add a comment. I am enjoying your channel. So something special there about comment? Is that what Dennis was saying? New comments, settings, comments and ratings. No, it's comment settings for my channel. So if I come back to settings, comments, community, I think is where that's at. You got to give me a little bit more, Dennis. Where are you talking about? What are you trying to guide me to? So many viewers that the bandwidth can't keep up. Yeah, right. That's the explanation. Sure. I got that. I'm trying to catch up here because I'm way below. Cabby Lake is CPU, but isn't also Skylake? Isn't that also a CPU? I thought those were code names for different versions of CPU. How could I have both? Another USB entry point on port 0 for the X299 system. Let's see. PCI port 0. PCI bus 0 for the X299 chipset. So I'm looking for X299 chipset in this area. Yes, bus, not port. So he says PCI bus 0. There's another USB entry, PCI port 0 for X299. X299. Gonna jump out and bite me? I don't see X299. I drill down here. Is it in here? Expand each PCI Express route ports. Each PCI Express route ports. Isn't that down lower? PCI Express route. Well, he said in this section, PCI Express route port. Oh, here, these. AS Media, Intel Wi-Fi, AS Media, Marvell. So what am I supposed to be finding in this section? There's another USB entry on port 0. Oh, bunch of stuff down here. But these are the express route ports. Oh, USB root hubs. All of these have no devices connected. Oh, this drills down even more. And this is showing stuff connected. Acer Orbi Cam. Logitech Acer Orbi Cam. I don't know which of my cameras that would be. All right, I think I've been down that road far enough, long enough. Oh, the @ symbol's not working? I have in the past put in the chat the @ sign and a person's name to see if they are in chat. That doesn't seem to be working anymore. Any ideas you can express on this subject? Well, the way I want to see if they're in chat is a 3-dot menu up here and then participants. And that's going to show what YouTube has seen recently. You might need to do a refresh because as few as I'm showing there, that don't look right. But I have this popped out chat. If I come over to monitor number 3 and look at that 3-dot menu participants, still showing just those. Let me try refreshing that page. But I've seen that participants menu be very prompt and responsive. Lawn Dog and Wintermute, are those the only ones that have recently said anything? Maybe it's because Lawn Dog and Wintermute have been the most frequent. So it's 9:35, about 7 minutes ago, that Alice last said something. Now, so if a person is no longer showing up in here, but they were previously listed, like I will try, Tim Sal just did this, so I can't use him because he just refreshed himself, so he's probably showing up here in participants. Yeah. Now if I do @AL, Alice does not pop up. But a way to get to her, because she's probably still here, would be come up here, highlight across her name, do Control-C for copy, then come down here, Control-V for paste, and hi to Alice, and that should light up on her screen. Oh, and there she said she's there just before I did my entry, so that wasn't a valid test either. All right. Anyway, those are some ideas. All right, I'm over time. Beware of the squirrel. Yeah, I know. I have no idea where I left off, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off, check out. I'll show you here down, my drop frames are now down at 7.8%. So if I were to start at 9:30 and go to 10, that kind of implies that it would work better. If I come over here and show you what my speed test is showing now, the upload should be better than that 10 point whatever it was showing. Yeah, a little bit better. Still not up into the 20 to 25 range where it should be. Yeah, that's all. I think that's all Comcast, not YouTube. I think that's Comcast's issue. That's YouTube's, it's Comcast's time of the month to be sluggish and slow. Okay. Have a great day, everybody. Catch you later. And a great weekend. Normal times tomorrow. Normal times tomorrow for Fortnite and for the Saturday live Windows training. Again, best wishes to Ken Stout for speedy recovery. Although, is it too late to call it speedy? Speedy C, are you doing your part in that to help him recover quickly? Shut up. Stop talking, Doug. Click the button. Click the button already. Go. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go.